Okay, in this lesson we will be learning what I call the country third. If you've ever heard this type of sound. Kind of reminds us of country music. I want to start with kind of a simpler version of it, because that little pattern, that little flip in the right hand, can also be used in the romantic piano style. And that's what we will be doing that today, and later we will use this same idea when we do blues. That little flip that we're going to learn in this, but this is the simplest way to do it, so this is what we're going to start with. In this first box here we have a C chord. If we look at all the notes, in the left hand we have a C, G, C, and in the right hand we have a D, and a G, and an E. If we play all those notes together in a cluster, we can see we have C, E, G, and then there's a D thrown in there just for a little color to the chord. So it's a C chord with a D added. Okay? And we're going to learn a pattern here that we're going to repeat for each box. But let me play through it. First I'll sing something with it, and then I'll play the piano part without any singing. So, open your heart, let me in, open your arms, let's begin, love that will never be broken into. Alright, now without the singing. Okay, so let's start with the C chord in the first box. We have C octave in the fifth in the left hand, so C on the thumb, C on the pinky, and a G in the middle for the fifth. So C chord there, or C octave in the fifth. Right hand is on a D and a G, and it's very important that you play the G above middle C with your pinky, the D with your pointer finger, and then the E will be with your middle finger. Okay, so we play the G and the D together, and then we go to the E, while still holding the pinky on the G. So G and E together, and then change the D to an E, like that. And then we do it again here. G and E together, and then change to an E. Okay, this one's kind of fast, and this one's slower. Alright, if we put that together with the left hand, we play the G and the D with the C in the left hand on the pinky at the same time. And we play this together, the right hand E and the G on the left hand, and the left hand plays by itself, and then the right hand plays together G and D, and then an E after that. So here's this first box slow. So bum 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 bum. Now do not go on until you can do that, because you're not going to be able to play the rest of it if you can't do this first measure. So wait till you can, with the pedal down of course. Alright, next measure. It's the same thing, we just move everything down to the left to an F chord. So left hand's on a low F on the pinky, C in the middle for the fifth, F on the thumb for the octave. Right hand moves down as well to a middle C on the top with a G below that with it, and then move to an A by itself. So you hold the C, and then you go change the G to an A, and you do the same thing, the C and the G together, and then change the G to an A. So let me do this box slowly. Again. So the rhythm, bum ba 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 bum. Alright, next box we have a B flat chord. We're in the key of C, but I'm throwing in some interesting chords along with it. This B flat chord is borrowed from the key of F. If you remember when we did the key of F, we had a B flat chord, so that's where I'm getting this from. I'm just borrowing that chord. So we have an F above middle C with a middle C, play that together, and then change the C to a D while holding the pinky F. Then you do it again here. left hand's on a B flat octave in the fifth, so B flat down here on the pinky. F is our fifth in the middle, and B flat on the thumb. Okay, now let's put it together. Together for this, and the D and F play together. The left hand B flat by itself, and then the right hand finishes. So let me do this box slowly. One more time. Okay, then we move everything down. And see, we're doing the same thing on each measure. We're just moving up or down. We're just changing chords. So we're going to a G chord here. So G octave in the fifth on the left hand. So G on the pinky, way down here. D in the middle for the fifth. G on the thumb. Right hand's on a D above middle C with an A below that. We're going to play that D and A with the left hand G. And then the right hand's going to go to a B. So you keep holding the D with the pinky, just like on the previous measures, and then you change the A to a B. Bum, bum. We do the same thing here, a little slower. Bum, bum. We play this measure slowly. Again. Okay? And what I did is, when I played it, I actually did this first line 2 times. So let's go through it again. Here's the repeat the second time. Second box. Third box. Fourth box. Okay? Now, how do you know what the chord is in each measure? Just look at the bass note of the left hand. It tells you C chord, F chord, B flat chord, G chord. And they're all major chords. Okay, so that was the second time through. Let's come up here to finish. We have a D chord. Okay, and it's actually a D major because a D minor would just have D, F, A. But if we sharp the F here, F in the middle, we get an F sharp. And that makes it a major chord. That's what that F sharp is for in the right hand. To make it a D major chord. So left hand's on a D octave in the fifth, so D on the pinky, A in the middle, and D on the thumb. And I didn't write out the whole chord here because I want you to think and play the pattern by just knowing what chord you have. Okay, so D octave in the fifth on the left, right hand has an A above middle C with an E below that, and then we're going to go to F sharp. So play that together, and then change the E to an F sharp while holding the pinky A. And then we do it again, slower. Ba, bum. Alright, so I just wrote the skeleton here, the chord, just the bare basics. Now let's do the pattern that we did on the first line for this box. Let's do that again. One more time. Okay, now we go to a C chord. If you can't remember or have trouble with it, just look down here because it's the same as this box. Okay, so let's do this box here slowly. One more time. Again, the rhythm is ba 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 bum. And then we do a B flat chord, which we did right here. Okay, so this measure, you'll do the same right here. So, again. Now this last measure I did a little different. I put an E octave in the fifth on the left hand. So E on the thumb, E on the pinky, with a B in the middle. And we're just going to play this one all together, blocked like that. And the right hand's going to come down and have a B below middle C on the pinky, an F sharp on the pointer finger. So this is F sharp. Okay? And we're going to change the F sharp to a G sharp, which is this black key. Okay, so play the B and F sharp together, and then while holding the pinky on the B, change the F sharp to a G sharp, but do it really quickly like this. So these others were slow. This last one's going to be fast, because I want you to practice that because we're going to use that fast later in other songs. Da-dum. Now play the left hand octave in the fifth with that first part, and you get... And if you can manage to roll the left hand up, you can get... If you can't roll it yet, don't worry about it. Just play it together. Okay, so let me do this last line up here. This box, next box, and this one's fast. And then play an E arpeggio. What does that mean? You should know what an arpeggio is by now, so we're going to start on an E above middle C. An E chord. What's in an E chord? E, G, B. So E, G, B. Now we're going to sharp the G because I want it to be an E major, okay? Because we had G sharp here, we're doing an E major chord. So E, G sharp, B. Now do your arpeggio just like you've done on all your other chords. E, G sharp, B. So thumb, pointer, middle. You come under with your thumb and do E, G sharp, B again up here. E, G sharp, B, and then pinky on a high E to end. So this E arpeggio, I put E arp for arpeggio, and a little line going up because you're going to go up with it. You do it like this. Okay, so from right here, and then E arpeggio to end with. Okay.